shit, I was muted. I'm gonna run it back again then. How sweet it is to be loved by you nerds. What is up? It's me, your buddy pal, HeyArcher. Welcome back to HeyArcher Live here on Nerd Affiliated. The reason I'm distracted is this is the first time ever. I said this is the first time ever. We're also streaming on Instagram. So shout out to all of you watching on Instagram, as well as on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, all that fun stuff. I disabled Kick. That's a conversation for a different day. But this is your weekly Thursday night show where we sit back, relax. I said we sit back, relax, and we pour ourselves just a little bit of specifically vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer. And we hang out. We shoot the breeze and prepare for the weekend. Another fun weekend. Looks like the Instagram chat is showing up on the screen. I love that. I'm here for that. But if you have a YouTube channel, podcast, blog, vlog, OnlyFans, newsletter, smoke signals, whatever it may be, put it in the chat. Support one another. Plug yo shits. But without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend. It's me. It's me. I'm the problem. It is me. So happy to have you guys here today. Yeah, I'm like, this is cool. Look at that Grind Legacy right off of Instagram here on the screen. That. Who was that? General Kenobi subscribed to the channel. I thought you were already subscribed to the channel, but I will finally say thank you. So happy to have you guys here with us today. Yeah, looking at the Instagram feed, it looks pretty good. I like that. And you guys on Instagram, let me see if I also I cannot post on Instagram from here. So if I type here, it won't show up for you guys down there. But all right, cool. I'm missing a scene, I think. Hang on, I was messing around with the settings over the last couple days. There we go. Boom. All right. Yeah. Cool beans. All right. So how you guys doing? What's going on? What's up? How you doing? Let's say hi. Go up to the top of the chat. Dada Films in the house. Let's effing go. Good to see ya. This is my therapy session for the week. It is a good show. I love that. Tonight's drink will be resting ever so nicely. I'm just going to skip down. I saw you were in here before. It'll be resting so nicely on a nice gift that I received from Marsha and from JB. I don't know if JB's in here yet, but check it out. Ghostbuster Coaster. I'm forgetting the name of the artist that made this. I did post it on the Real Nerdbusters, so you can find it there, but it'll be here on the table and resting nicely on there. So one more time. I said one more time. Hopefully you've got yourself a little bit of
more specifically vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
There you go. And smoke them if you got them. Pretty sure that's what Dada's doing right now, because that is your jam. Creativity from the future in the house. Good to see ya. Stratosphere. Dave's Dimension in the house.
Experience Explorers in the house saying that he's loving the trailer. Hey, I'm a sucker for a good intro. What can I say? What can I say? T3 in the house. It's Thursday, folks. It's time to get those beers, sodas, coffee, or whatever, and cheers each other. Cheers to each other. It is nerd affiliated time. There you go. But yeah, we fixed the audio. Rookie move. I know. Real rookie move. I may have to move the comments here. Can I move that? I can. I'll move them here. Make them a little bit smaller. So then maybe, oh, where'd they go? My comments are gone. Let's see. There you go. Make it a little bit smaller, maybe. So that way people on Instagram can see when I put one on the screen. There you go. I'll do it like that. That should work. That should work. The man collects in the house. Good to see ya. Yep, you guys caught me on the audio issue. But we fixed it. We fixed it. Like I said, Marsha in the house. Good to see ya. I knew it. There you go. There you go. Just for Dada. There you go. Everybody's sharing some links. I love that. I love that. Like I said, if you can share some links to whatever it is that you're promoting. There you go. There you go. EC Collecting in the house. Good to see ya. Stratosphere says, did I say hi to Stratosphere or say hi again, just in case? Why is my camera continuing to focus behind me? My face is here. It's here. He said, I managed to staple gun my finger today. Otherwise, I'm doing okay. That's impressive. That is impressive. Millennium Workshop in the house. Good to see ya. Are you ready for Frozen Empire? That is a great question. That is, I feel like it's still doing it. I don't know why it keeps like focusing on the lamp. See if I don't move my face. It's still on my face. Okay. All right. Weird. I'm very ready for the old Frozen Empire, but I will segue before we continue in the comments. I will segue here into Nerd Affiliated on Instagram. So if you are not following us over there, make sure you give us a follow over on Instagram, Nerd Affiliated. If you're into the Ghostbusters thing, you can also follow us at The Real Nerdbusters on Instagram. But I posted this video today. There's a picture with a video. And I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous. I can't lie. Just gonna move this over for the Instagrammers there. But I have a rule, right? I have a rule. I don't have 100% success rate, but I have a rule, and that is if a movie drops clips. If they drop clips on top of dropping trailers, I am concerned. I am thoroughly concerned. Now, a movie that has broken this rule was Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy, they dropped a clip for the movie before it came out, and I was like, shit, this movie's going to bomb. Sure enough, huge hit, great movie. Maybe they were just a little trigger happy with that one. But I don't know about this one, right? I want this to be another Guardians. I want to be a Guardians example where they dropped a clip and the movie's still fire. But, I'm concerned. I am concerned. Let me move this over. It's weird having to I'm looking on Instagram right now. I don't know how some of you do it, watching lives on Instagram. Like the screen's smaller. It's a whole different experience. Come to the dark side. Come watch on YouTube. Just do it. Just do it. Figure Fever in the house. Good to see you. Experience Explorer says, so Dune, spill the details on what you thought. Is it as good as we all say, or is it 50% hyped? Great question. Actually, before I continue, I want to do this. Where are we at? All right, so if I move... Sorry, I'm doing some management, not an eCam. So bear with me for a second. For channel members, if you want to join the stream, I just shared a link on the members community tab. So feel free to jump in if you like. Not sure if you'll be visible on Instagram. Like I said, it's a whole different vertical experience over there, but I just wanted to share that. So when it comes to Dune, Dune was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Is there a way I can like wrap the text on this? Text margin, border, rotation. I don't know how to change that. Ah, well. Dune was amazing. Dune was absolutely amazing. I shared a post today from the creator of Metal Gear Solid. He said kind of the same thing I said, where I was like, this is cinema. This is a movie. This is what movies should be. And watching that in theaters, I was just like, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. I won't spoil anything, by the way, so you guys are safe. If I'm to critique the movie, I had two, and I did post that on Instagram. So if you want to read my little blurb, you can go over there, but I'll explain it now. The two critiques of Dune are in the first one. Oh, sorry. The first thing. This will be a spoiler, I guess, if you didn't see the first movie, right? So bear with me here. But in the first movie, we established that Paul is like I'll make some comparisons here. Paul is the like Luke Skywalker of the story, right? He's the chosen one type character. He's the King Arthur, if you would. And he goes to live with Zendaya's people, the Fremen. I think they're called the Fremen. That's the end of the first movie. From the end of the first movie to the final conflict of this movie, I'm not really sure how much time has passed. They said 2 dates in the movie. Like when the movie starts, they say a date. And then before the conflict, they say a date. I didn't take a mental note to say like, oh, this is how much time has gone by. However, they make it seem like months could have passed, maybe even years. But then there's things in the movie where you're like, oh, it's only been like weeks. So that part was a bit confusing. It didn't make sense it doesn't make sense either way. From what you see in the movie, it doesn't make sense if years have gone by or months. It doesn't make sense if weeks have gone by. So that's a minor complaint. Again, it doesn't ruin the movie experience or anything like that. Number 2, I feel like Paul's story, his like Luke Skywalker story, could have been shorter, right? Again, without giving any details. I feel like the movie's runtime is like 2.5, 2:45, somewhere in there. I feel like once you're like 15, 20 minutes in, it's like, all right, I get the idea here. I get what his internal struggle is. Got it. And I feel like they could have shortened that, and we could have had even maybe more action in the movie, a shorter movie. But all that to say, when we got to, I looked at my watch, it was like the 2-hour mark of the movie, not including the 30 minutes of wasted time of trailers. When we got to the 2-hour mark of the movie, so 2.5 hours in, I was like, I can go another hour. I was like, you can keep this shit going, and I'm fine. I'm cool with it. So it's great. It's a great movie. I would like a shorter version just for the sake of like, I think some things could have been cut out, but doesn't ruin the experience. So definitely check it out. And I did see that the director made that comment. I posted about it where he said he feels like you can watch this movie without watching the first one. I disagree. The argument could be made, well, when you saw Star Wars A New Hope, that was episode 4. And they're talking about things that are flying over your head because it's like there's nothing previously to episode 4. So I understand that argument, but I feel like the movie progresses as though you have seen the first movie. They talk about things, they don't explain some things because that stuff was explained and talked about in the first one. So, yeah, I think you should definitely watch the first one before you see this one. But if you run out of time and you only could see this one, by all means. Yukon Phil in the house. Good to see you. Patrick in the house. Know your craft. Good to see you. That's right. Smash that like button. We had like 20-something people in here. Only 12 likes. Destroy everything. General Kenobi in the house. Good to see you. There you go. Figure Fever sharing that link. He says, if I may, please check out Monday, March 11th. Nothing big, but a brief announcement that day. Thank you, Archer, and everyone. There you go. Make sure you guys are subscribed over there to Figure Fever. Dada also sharing an Instagram. What is it? Theater Investigative Team 984. Love that. Kenobi says, are you using Ecamm? Yes, I am. Link down below, I think, for Ecamm. I think you could save with that link. Hang on. It's been so long since I've looked at my affiliate links here. I have one for Ecamm. Yeah. So I have a link down below if you want to use Ecamm. If you want to use Epidemic Sound, that's what I use for all my music and sound effects. There's also Buzzsprout. That's what I use to share all of my podcasts across different platforms, that kind of thing. So hit that. And then, of course, if you do want to purchase any gear, not that kind of gear, you sickos, but like the other kind of gear, so that way you can produce like I do. Links are down below. Affiliate links are down below for that. Now, somebody has entered the arena. Somebody has landed on the planet of whatever it's called. The planet is not called Dune, but I can confirm they say the word Dune in this movie. I don't know if he's seen it, but he's a big movie advocate. He's all about going to the theaters. I bet you he still has a Blockbuster card since he's all about that kind of thing. Ladies and gentlemen, freaks and geeks, blurs and nerds, the one, the only, JB's Toy Trunk in the house. Sir, how you doing today? Cheers to you. Wait, I think you're...
Am I on?
There you go. He's in. How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. I'm going to adjust your volume again. I think you're good. Try talking again.
Can you hear me now?
We hear you now. There you go. Hey. How you doing, man? Thanks for jumping on.
I'm doing good. I don't know how much longer I can be. I just wanted to come in and say hi, man. I hadn't talked to you in a while. Computer issues, so, you know. I'm
right.
doing well. How are you, man? You doing good?
Yeah. You're not glitching, so I say it's a win.
All right.
Although I feel
I think I'm always glitching.
aren't we all just glitching through life? Yeah. I feel like you're trying to start a beef here with that thing that you're I don't know why you do this. I thought we were friends, and then you got to come on here with this freaking I don't even know what to call it. propaganda. Is that what you're trying to do here? You're trying to spread some evil propagandas on this wholesome Christian stream that I run?
Absolutely. I am not. I don't drink Terramana tequila.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I can't drink tequila, but if I did,
Same.
I would be drinking. This would be filled with Terramana right now. Just
You know
for
what?
you.
I'm gonna give you the I'm gonna give you that one just in case The Rock happens to watch. Maybe he'll send you a bottle.
Yeah.
I know
I'll
it's The
just
Rock
throw it
leaving
up
hateful
later.
comments on my stuff. I know it's him.
You think it's him?
I
It
think
could
it's
be.
him. Yeah, he fake account, I know what he's doing.
He's turned heel.
What's next? You gonna get the Brahma Bull tattoo on your arm now? Is that the next step?
Well, I don't have it on my arm. I have it other places, but it's a PG
fair.
show, so
That's fair.
we'll just keep it like that.
That's fair. I won't argue with that.
No, yeah, he's full heel. He went all in, and I've been listening to a lot of the old WWE guys,
Mm-hmm.
and if you could get those guys a little bit excited, and they could kind of go to the behind the scenes and talk about it, it's
Yep.
stuff that brings the casual watcher like me back into it full fledged, and that's all I was looking for, is a little spark, little energy. And
Yeah.
on my channel, I always talk about CM Punk. And same thing with what do you call the walking clown show, the walking clown emoji,
Mm-hmm.
Seth freaking Rollins. Those guys had their chance. They say, "Well, it's our turn now." It's like, well, they didn't keep the old school guys like me in. I just left.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting to see if something can happen now. And I'm not the biggest wrestling fan by any means, but I like good stories. And hopefully this turns into at least a good story for not just the bloodline, but really for Cody Rhodes. The Cody Rhodes crybabies, they're right. It's his time, it's his story.
Right.
But who effing cares about his story? We want to see just good wrestling and good storylines throughout the whole company. So hopefully this is the start of it. Hopefully it's the start.
You know what? I'm gonna hit you with that one.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you sent me a video today. I watched it, part of it. I didn't finish it because I just couldn't bear it. But I like the fact that The Rock is owning the biggest critique of my reaction. It was on this channel. I said it. I was like, that's horseshit that he has joined the board and convinced them to let him join the biggest storyline happening right now. I know he was talking about me. I just know it. But you know what? I'm like, hey, dude, embrace it. To be full heel, you gotta run with the criticisms. And as I always say, to have a really good gimmick in wrestling, some of the best, you have to blur the line of reality, where people are just like, is that all made up for this, or is it real? And him joining the board and him even saying that in his promo, that I'm sure he was reading off a teleprompt, but he had his sunglasses on. I commend him for that. So I'm interested in WrestleMania for sure. But will Roman lose the title at some point? At this point, I have no idea.
Yeah, on the way in, I was boring Marsha because we went on our Thursday night date night, and of course, I'm just playing, YouTube in the background, listening to Jonathan Coachman, another guy coming back, talking about all this stuff. It's exciting for many, many people because the whole pivot. They thought that it was just going to be kind of that normal storyline where, okay, you got Roman and you got The Rock, and it's this, and then all of a sudden, the fans in Utah were kind of just getting on The Rock. It's like, hey, this is a good opportunity to really make something happen.
Yeah.
And it was really good to see. And then like I was getting ready to say, is Coachman's like, this is it. Let's see what happens, and let's see if Cody can go over 40 at WrestleMania and continue that legacy. And hopefully he does.
Yeah.
I like Cody, I really do. But I just wanted to jab at you a little bit there. So
well, you jabbed at me. You jabbed at me 2 times. You sent me a gift. I was so surprised when I saw it come in, and I was like, man, not only is this dude marking for The Rock these days, apparently he's also marking for Super 7, because he sent me some Planet of the Apes reaction figures, the Lawgiver action figure, It comes with a statue, I believe, and maybe this figure potentially.
No, it's just the statue.
Is just a statue. I was like, man, this dude sent me a $500 reaction figure because that's what they go for these days. And I was, I was pretty excited. But then I opened it up and I was like, you son of a, and you hooked me up with this baby here. And I got to say, I am very appreciative of this right here on the table where it belongs, as you wrote in your card. JB writes cards with every gift he sends out. Him and Marsha, they are the true people's champs. So if you got it.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
There you
go. And no Terramana. No Terramana.
Don't say no Terramana. You want that sponsorship.
Yeah. Well, I just can't. I mean, even if I just say tequila, I get kind of just,
Yeah.
It goes back to Korea, 1999, actually. And since then, it's just been a bad experience. So
in this TV show of life, this is the part where we cut back to that.
Yeah.
JB's the only person in the military with an afro, 99, bumping some freaking LL Cool J
Outkast.
and Snoop Dogg. So Outkast, there you go.
Outkast. Yeah.
You were East Coast through and through. I love that. And let's see, 1999, Bombs Over Baghdad. Is that out yet?
Not yet, but it was about to be, because during 01 we got onto a deployment, and we're getting one of those huge briefings talking about this, that, the other, where we're going to be, where they're not going to be, and it was kind of weird. They put like a little promo video out, and of course what are they putting? All this strike footage from like the Grenada and like Korean War and Vietnam War, like Bombs Over Baghdad. I'm just like, all right, cool. Let's just go find the bad guy. We're here. Stop. Let's just go find the bad guy.
So let's see. Bombs Over Baghdad was out in. Yeah, it was actually pre 9/11, 2000. Oh wait, no, I was wrong there. Where is this? 2000. Yeah, Stankonia came out in 2000. So they were ahead of their time. Sorry.
But and there's a great conversation we had at work just yesterday, and it was just talking about the 90s. What do you play? We play the 90s, hip hop and stuff like that. And Andre 3000 and Outkast, those are guys way ahead of their time. To include Bombs Over Baghdad. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just to catch up real quick on some comments. EC said, yeah, unless the movie is 5 hours long, I think we've almost seen the whole thing already. Did you see Dune 2? I don't think I've asked you that already.
No, not yet. And in a lot of my, the recent hunt videos, I'm talking about it, and I was like, ooh, I need to see Dune 2, because we really do need to see Dune 2. I'm trying to rewatch the first one. Just I like to do that just to keep me fresh and into it. So
yeah. No, it's good to see that.
And I'm going to see it in the theater.
And in IMAX. That's in IMAX.
I can't do IMAX because I got bad vertigo, so that would suck.
Oh, damn. All right, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, if I do, I'm going to have Marsha film it. But look at JB, I'm just like, oh.
Just puking in the freaking worm bucket thing there. Actually, I shared a video or a picture. I don't know if you saw that. Somebody turned that into the Sarlacc pit with Boba Fett. I was like, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a retro figure.
Yeah, retro, or even like a TVC, vintage collection. That'd be perfect.
Vintage collection. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Yeah.
I don't collect that anymore. I know Yukon does now, but
yeah, Yukon's all in.
But it's great,
Yeah.
I was all in because you could fit smaller figures and vehicles.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the vehicles. I think the vehicles really make the difference there.
Yeah.
Kenobi was saying that StreamYard won't show Instagram comments. Yeah, Ecamm this was an update happened yesterday where IG comments can show up over there, but when I type, it won't show up on IG. So that's the only downside there. Experience says, I do agree that they seem to be going away over the. Sorry. I do agree. They seem to be going way over the top with promotion on Ghostbusters. It's triggering my spidey sense. Are you excited for Ghostbusters or no?
Am I? Absolutely. And don't hate me, Nerdbusters and all you guys. I still haven't seen the one with the most recent one with
Oh, okay.
what is it called? I'm sorry, guys. Uh,
Afterlife.
Afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't seen that one, and it's not on purpose. It's just that I want to catch it. I want to catch it. So
Yeah.
again, I'm gonna watch Afterlife before. I actually might watch, 1 and 2, and then go right into. I might skip the Girl Ghostbusters. I don't know. I kind of like that. It was all right.
It was a good movie.
It was all right.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to it, to answer your question.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Sans proton pack and all that stuff. I'm just gonna go as is.
We'll convert you. One of
Hey, man.
us. One of us. One
Bro,
of us.
I think we're getting to know each other, and you know me a lot, man. I'm just a fan of just having a good time. And at that con that we went to, these guys were just so into it. Me and my wife were just like, wow. We were excited for them on how excited they were explaining what was going on. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were very into it. I was watching that and I was like, God, what's the show? Oh, there's one of the YouTubers I watch. His name is Rigsby or Ribsy or something like that. He's a photographer, and he shoots on him and this other guy. They shoot on these old boxy cameras that you have to look through the viewfinder over the top, and then don't move, and then take out the sensor and all this stuff. And they'll walk up to people and they're like, "Hey, can I take a picture?" Person's like, "Yeah, sure." And they're like, "All right, so just hang on. I gotta do this one thing because of blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "Bro, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Just take the picture." And Amanda was like, "That's you." That's what you guys do. When you're nerding out on something, you're talking to somebody like a casual, as though they give a shit. Not the case.
Yeah.
Does it work? That's what they want to know.
Yeah, just get to the end. Don't tell me how to make the cake. Just show me, throw the sprinkles on it, and give it to me. I'm a winner. Just give it to me. I'm ready to go.
Exactly. Before I keep going with people who jumped in here, one of my funny stories, back in college, right? So prior to that, actually, I went to an all-boy high school. So I was Catholic school through 8th grade, kindergarten through 8th grade, and then high school was all boys. And then college was the first time since preschool that I didn't have to wear a uniform to school. So that was weird. And 2, the first time in 4 years that they were girls in my class. And I was like, this is freaking weird and awesome. And I don't know what the hell's going on. I also started growing my hair. So actually I had a little, at one point, mini thing going. Shaved it off and never came back. So I, talk about regrets. But I would have had the Jean-Luc Picard going by now. It's just all on the sides.
Oh yeah.
Or the original singer from Earth, Wind and Fire. He just had just
just the donut.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have the LeBron, so that's why I try to put a hat on as much as possible.
Yeah,
so.
I feel like, oh no, trust me, if I didn't shave, we'd have the same haircut for sure. So this girl was sitting next to me, and at that time I was heavy into graphic novels, and I had just bought the newest Thundercats graphic novel that they came out, sequel to the cartoon. And she was like, "Oh, that's I used to watch that cartoon." Man, the verbal diarrhea that exited my mouth. And when I was done explaining how this comic came to be, she was like, "Mm-hmm." I was like,
"Hey,
okay."
At least you got the mm-hmm. She could have just turned and just It happens to me. I mean, on the side, what I do outside of toy hunting and the
murders and
people I work-
executions. I mean, mergers and acquisitions.
I promote Terramana and,
Mhm.
and Project Rock all day. Yeah, that's all I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, at work, I just talk and they just look at me and they just kind of just go down into their phone. They kind of just go away. I was like, all right, catch you later, man.
Yeah. Cool, dude.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah. T3 in the house. Good to see you. Oops, I booed. I booed by mistake.
There you go. Boo him.
Yeah.
I'm going heel. I'm going heel this
Full
week.
heel
I'm
turn.
going heel. Full
There
heel.
we go.
Boo him.
Freaking JB's gonna be in everybody's comment section. Just the wrath of Khan on them. Khan.
Con. I did that. I did that just the other day, and then the wife just looked at me. She said, "What are you doing?" Like,
Yeah.
Con.
Actually, mine would have known what it was from because she's a Trekkie. But anything else?
She knows where it's from. She's just like,
Oh.
just shut up and drive.
There you go. Respect.
There you go.
Just
Respect.
Samson in the house. It's been a long time, brother. He's the originator of the what. So there you go. Thank Just Samson for that one. Dave says, I do want to see Dune, but if you read the books or seen the original or Sci-Fi Channel miniseries of the early 2000s, you have an idea of what happens. It's been so long. I used to love that miniseries on Sci-Fi, but I couldn't tell you what happened in it. It's been too long.
That's good because I don't read, so it works out.
Same. There you go. 2 peas in a pod, I tell you. The casual nerd, Josh in the house. Good to see you. Hobbies with Jose in the house. Good to see you. Everybody saying hi to each other. Agree with everything you say about Dune here. We are aligned. There you go. I love that. Saying hi to each other. Oh, there you go. Hello from Finland. Snoopin. Am I saying that right? There you go. Love that.
Never been to Finland. Awesome.
Same, actually, yeah. Been to Iceland, not to Finland.
Oh, you have?
Mhm.
Nice. I've always tried to get there on a rotation, just never made it there. That's pretty cool, man.
Oh, yeah. Actually, funny enough, I have, and every time I tell people this and I ask these questions, like, oh, how long does it take you to fly here or there? They're like, I'm pretty sure you have said you've been to multiple countries in Europe. And I'm like, I have. I've never flown there. So when I'm like, how long does it take you to get to Iceland? It's because it took my ass freaking 3 weeks to get there.
That's right. Yeah, I'm like, what? That's right. Yeah,
A couple maritimers in the comments here, actually, so they know what I'm talking about.
that's awesome.
When you travel country to country, did you guys fly, or are you actually like carrier, or what was
No,
the method?
we flew. Yeah, we
Oh, okay.
flew everywhere. Yeah, my job was pretty much we didn't go by sea. We could have, but most of it was by air. So yeah,
Mm.
and it was funny. Is like the second to the last deployment, it was by air, but then it got stopped.
Mm.
Not in midair, but I'm just saying it's like, during war, all these other countries are like, don't fly here, don't fly
Right.
here. So you end up actually seeing more countries than you were supposed to. That was kind of fun.
Interesting.
Yeah,
feel like
it's
oh, go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, I feel like in the Navy, usually in most scenarios, from what I understand, you're stationed somewhere, but like the ship is also stationed there. Like it's not a traveling thing. Like there are people who get put on those ships, but for the most part, it sounds like similar to being in the Air Force or Army. You're going to a place where that ship is stationed, and maybe you do drills, but otherwise you're one spot.
Yeah, and through my job in the military was very dynamic, so I was able to work with a lot of the branches, and it was like, however you're going to get there, you're going to get there. And whenever we meet up, we train, we play war games, we go to war, and then we go back our separate ways. So it's really unique and fun, and it was one of those great experiences. And going to our guest in the comments there, Finland, that's definitely one that I would love to have been to. Like even Iceland, and I had a chance to go to Romania one time, and that didn't work out. So, but again, thankful for the travels, thankful for I say this at work a lot. Thankful for going to these other countries and realize how great we got it. We're on YouTube and all these other platforms talking about toys, and so many other countries out there. They're like, what? What are you doing?
Yeah.
So.
No, not always to talk politics and stuff, but like we could talk shit if we wanted to, and nobody's gonna kick our door down and drag us out of our respective locations. So that alone, and like you said, when you've seen other places, you're like, damn, it ain't so bad after all.
Yeah.
You know?
I think the worst looking back now is because I wasn't collecting was when I went to Singapore. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
sure you've been to Singapore.
No, I've actually not been to Asia.
Oh, so
Mhm.
Singapore, they had a Toys R Us, and
Mhm.
this is after all of our Toys R Us have closed down.
Mhm.
Everybody at work was like, "Dude, let's go." I'm like, "No, I'm just gonna sit here and look." And that was that last moment of I don't want to leave Singapore just because they had an awesome Toys R Us.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I just want to stay here.
Yeah. No, that's on my list. I now that I'm going to be changing jobs, hopefully there's one where I feel like if I leave for like 2 weeks to go to Asia, I'm not going to be panicked that I'm missing out on like work. So that's hopefully that happens.
Cool.
Stratosphere says, I have my Blockbuster card in my wallet right now. There you go. Got it down on East Tremont. Yeah, so we went to school together. He's a Maritimer right there. He knows what I'm
Mhm.
talking about. EC says, hey, JB, the toy room is looking good. There you go. Love that.
Thanks, my man. Appreciate it.
So where behind
that's
you?
what
Well, where are the 1/6 gonna go? Because that's my question here.
well, if Marsha lets me, I'm not going to say in the bed.
Oh man.
This is not a flex. You asked. He was sitting right here.
Oh yeah. That's so good.
I'm playing with my dolls. I'm playing with my 1/6 Mondo doll. This dude, no kidding, in package was 10 pounds on the scale. I took him out of the package, shipper box, and all that stuff, and I went back downstairs to my scale, and he's like 4.8 without any type of accessories on him.
Mm-hmm.
Dude he's gigantic, man, and I think he's gonna go in one of the other detolfs, but again, that's what I've been doing. You know how it is when you have a tight room. You've mentioned it where you have to move something, get rid of something, move something. So that's the shuffle going on right now.
Yeah.
So I really don't know where he's gonna go. I want to put him into the bedroom, but he might be in there and I'll be in here.
The thing I like about your display is that, like, directly behind you, like I could see your Wayne Manor right there. You have the bar set up, the what do you call it? The lounge that they're all in.
Bad Gangsters.
The Bad Gangsters. I like that your figures are not separated necessarily by franchise, but like they're just having a good time. And to me, it's like kind of representative of like you in that room. You're just like, good time. These are things I like, franchises I like, and kind of like your inner child, you have franchise crossover. People from Masters are having a drink with Cobra Commander and a freaking Jabba the Hutt,
That's what it's gonna be. And I get some people like the clean look, like our buddy Century the Mad Collector. I mean, he's been putting teases out on his room.
Oh,
exactly. It's going to be a museum of everything that we love about toys and collecting and nostalgia. That's I think his vision. I can't speak for him, but that's it. But we have our rooms like mine. It's the toy room that says something. And that's always like, since I was a kid, having like a character kind of like they're talking to each other. Because if you're by yourself, and you have these kids talking or toys talking to each other, that you're in that world, kind of like Toy Story. You got Andy's toys, they're all doing it, and then they're all whatever. So
no, that makes sense.
Thank you, though. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I just want to show one more thing before we leave. I don't know if you ever want, but this is not a chicken wing from like Buffalo Wild Wings or anything like that. This is legitimate, one of the accessories it comes with, but it is the same size as a chicken wing.
That's hilarious. Man, Mondo really trying to get me to go down that wormhole, man. Really trying hard.
It's nasty.
Yeah. Everybody's saying hi. Marsha said she'll divorce him. I think that's if he ends up in the room there. I think that's what's happening. Yeah. Geek Strong in the house. Good to see you. K-Walk Comedy in the house. Greetings from intermission. Yeah, she's doing a performance down there in the Philadelphia area. I could be wrong, K-Walk. You can correct me later on. But love that. Love that. Geek Strong says, I don't drink alcohol, so I'll drink raw eggs instead. Yeah, we don't either. We are not drinking any alcohol on this stream. Apple juice. See? There you go. We go to the same store.
Just saying.
She says, my character is on crack and Jack Daniels, so I'll raise a glass to both of you.
We just went from PG to awesome.
Yeah. I feel like your character, instead of wasting money on both crack and Jack Daniels, can just go buy a bottle of Hennessy. It's going to have the same effect. Like, just go for it.
When's the last time you had Carvassier? I had some Sunday. I had some Sunday.
Oh, wow. And you liked it still?
Yeah, come on, dog. I'm old school.
Man. I'll drink apple juice straight up. Like, I don't have to really mix it on anything. But for some reason, the flavor of that just does not work for me. And right now, in memory, I think the last time I had it in an undisclosed location was the Casual Nerd was throwing a party. And one of my friends, I think he brought a bottle. And I was like, oh, I've only had it like one other time. At that point in time, I didn't really like apple juice. So I was like, maybe I'll like it more now. Nah.
Yeah.
Didn't fly.
Love the apple juice. Love it.
Yeah. It's funny, actually, going back to shipping stuff. I went out for apple juice with, I don't remember if he was the CEO, but he was like one of the higher ups in the company that I was working for at the time. It was him and this other guy. And actually, similar story in college. We go out, we get off our ship. He's like, hey, let's go to the hotel bar, before we have to fly out later on. It's like, cool. Sit down there. It's myself, the captain of my ship, and then this guy. And they're both like, yeah, I'll take a scotch on the rocks. I'll take a whiskey on the rocks. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to ask for Smirnoff right now. Like, it's just not, I can't do this. Like, flashbacks to college when they're like, hey, we're going to the liquor store. What do you want? I'm like, Smirnoff Ice, please. And they're like, no.
I'm getting the Jolly Ranchers for the Zima.
Yeah. Just throw it in there. So I sat there just freaking like, yeah, this is great. So I was like, I'm going to train myself so that I'm never in that situation ever again. And hence,
there you go.
How I got on the apple juice. Paxmas in the house. Good to see you. Paxmas actually just dropped, I think, 2 parts of, we all do kind of the toy collection tours. Paxmas did a book tour. He has his book collection. And awesome. In there, he had a couple graphic novels that I didn't know he was into on DC. And I didn't realize that Paxmas was such a DC person. So if you guys are into reading and stuff, I know JB and I aren't so much into the ones that don't have pictures, but I still suggest check it out if you can. You lost a subscriber. Dave says that you've not seen Afterlife. Man, just losing people. You're losing people here. Mike here, another Maritimer. Good to see you. How come the cameras only show you guys' shoulders? So sorry, Instagram issue here. It's vertical, so it's it's something to figure out later. Yeah. Yeah.
I should have did some.
Yeah.
Should have
just worked on the delts the whole day.
Just do some raises.
If I did not have an awkward shaped head, I will go bald too, says Millennium Workshop. You get used to it. People get used to it. You just gotta, just go for it. Just own it. Just own it.
Exactly.
T3 did not like that you were booing him, but hey.
You'll get over it.
There you go. That link. Mm-hmm.
What did The Rock say? He says, okay, T3, there's 2 things. You're going to do 2 things, T3. It's going to be 1, nothing, and 2, you're going you're gonna listen to me, or you're gonna like it, or
You're gonna
something
like
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it. Nothing, and you're gonna like it.
There you go. Josh
I messed
giving
that
you a go Navy there.
I wasn't in the. I wasn't in the Navy. I wasn't in the Navy.
You were not in the Navy?
No.
What? I had this wrong the whole time. You were Air Force?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. My bad.
No, I thought you were talking just an example with the Navy and how they go and stuff like that. So.
No. For some reason I thought you were in the Navy, but who am I thinking that's in the Navy? Oh, what's that dude? Shit. He's really been popular.
I know who you're talking about.
He's always drinking Jack Daniels on his stream.
Yeah. He's a Navy. I think he's a Navy.
He's a
chief.
Navy guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a chief. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were talking offline on that, I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember. I can never remember his name. His
Pretty
videos
good
are
channel.
funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. Marsha said we have 2 roommates now. So there you go. I guess he is in there.
Yeah, he's right here.
Yeah.
There he is.
Did I hear Mondo? Yes, you did. Yeah. It's gonna be one of those scenarios where like you wake up on the ground and you're like, what happened? And it's just Beastman in the bed and Marsha. Like you just got kicked out.
What was that? What was that animated or the stop motion movie? They have an awesome toy line. I can't think of it now. Where the toys come to life.
Not Toy Story?
Not Toy Story. The other one. They're like action heroes.
Oh, Small Soldiers?
Small Soldiers. There you go.
Yeah. Man,
Oh,
I am ready for a redo of those figures. I mean, the original figures are good quality anyway, but
they are.
Man, I could use a good Chip Hazard and Archer for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to Toylanta in a couple weeks.
I'm jealous.
Oh yeah.
Jealous.
Don't be. Why not?
I've debated going because my dad lives in Atlanta. So I was like, oh, one day, like 1 year, hopefully I can knock, 2 birds out, 1 stone. See him, go to Toylanta, maybe take him to Toylanta. But
oh, absolutely.
Didn't pan out this year, so maybe next year. Love that. Yeah, actually, funny story with Small Soldiers before we start wrapping. They and apologize if I've said a story before, but when that movie was coming out, they started mailing as part of their promo. They were mailing everybody with the name Archer, like a marketing like gift thing. And I got like some stickers. Maybe we got a shirt or something that was like, congratulations, like you are one of the Gorgonites, like on the battle to stop whatever. And I was like, this thing was so cool. I felt so important when that happened. And movie wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest movie, but those figures were legit. Those figures were good.
Yeah, I got to rewatch it now.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely. And I guess that's the reason why I haven't seen Afterlife is rewatching a lot of older movies in between there, here and there. Let's go watch that. Still got to watch Afterlife.
Yeah. I think what I would suggest based on, as you guys know, I'm a newer Ghostbusters fan, but I had to edit Anthony's review of Afterlife when he saw it. And at that time, I had maybe seen Ghostbusters one time. So he was talking about things and I was like, sure, whatever. But one of the things he mentioned that I remembered when I was watching Afterlife was they don't really reference Ghostbusters 2 at all. Actually, they don't reference it at all. I can't think of one. Dave's mention can correct me, but they don't reference it at all in the in that movie. So if you need to do a rewatch in order, you can just go with one, jump to Afterlife, and you're good.
Interesting.
But, I haven't seen the new movie. Nobody has seen it. So I don't know if that's going to continue to hold true.
Oh,
because
okay. Fair enough.
There is one scene in a trailer. This isn't a spoiler. It's on where the characters are talking and you see the closet of uniforms and one of them has the 2 like logo.
The Ghostbusters 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, maybe this movie will reference part 2. So to see Afterlife, you're good. But, maybe for Frozen Empire, I would brush up on it.
No, absolutely.
All right. I think that's a wrap. Unless you got anything else you wanted to talk about.
No, man. I ain't been on in a while, and I know I got invited to the Undisputed, and I apologize I couldn't make it, but a lot of you guys know why I couldn't. So, it's been fun, man, and I just wanted to jump on and say hi, catch up,
Yeah.
and flex a little bit Terramana on you.
I was like, man, you jumped on and just chose violence right away. Just right away.
Just top rope, just top rope. Just
Yeah.
you know how they run how they run right into the ring, and they like
Mhm.
Ultimate Warrior style. They just start going at it, and
Yeah.
then it's over. So we're
Yeah.
actually we're going March 17th. They're coming to Charleston. So
Really?
yeah, we got some tickets. Bob Euchre seats way up at the top, but hey,
Yeah.
the it's usually an electric type of setting, so it'll be fun anyways.
Are you gonna potentially make any big purchases there, you think, or you can hold yourself back?
Are you talking about at the
Wrestling event.
at the wrestling event? Yeah,
Mhm.
big purchase, absolutely. I'm gonna get probably 4 t-shirts, so I'm looking at $1,000.
That's
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. I gotta say, I went, shout out Billy Nichols. He took me with him. Wow, that was last year, actually, now I think about it, to Raw. And we were up high, and it was fine. Like,
Oh yeah.
because they don't buy out like a full on like football stadium or anything. So even in a decent sized arena, if you're up top,
Right.
it's compact.
Right.
So
Oh,
still a good time. And yeah, the stuff there is expensive. I think I bought that big I had that big gold chain with the WWE on it. I wanted
Nice.
to buy some belts, but they actually don't sell a lot of belts. They'll sell like 1 or 2. So,
Yeah. And belts are up there. They are up there.
so
So
worth it though. So worth it.
yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
And everything is cheaper on their website than at the show. So keep that in mind as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, man.
Well, brother.
Again, thanks for having me, and
Yeah.
thanks to everybody in the chat for hanging out. You guys are awesome. So,
Yeah. Why don't you
fun.
take a second and plug your shit if you would?
Plug my so here you go, guys. There's 2 things. One, you're not going to do anything, and 2, you're going to like it. JB's Toy Trunk on YouTube and on Instagram, and I went ahead and started that Threads thing so I could
Oh.
sew up some good some good business there. I don't know what's going on Threads,
Actually, I don't
but
either.
yeah, I just have it on there. Toy hunts, and every now and then a review. I try to do a little bit of amateur-ish toy photography to display the collection that we got. We try to go to as many cons as possible, and this upcoming season we're going to hit up Toylanta, Heroes Con in Charlotte, and then Joe Fest in Augusta. Those are the 3 that we're definitely trying to target. So, and other than that, just like I said, man, just trying to enjoy the ride. Try not to complain too much about head sculpts and paint apps and price. Dude, at the way I look at it and the wife, we're like, we don't agree with a lot of it, but we just want to go out there and have some fun. So
Yeah.
nostalgia, play with
Yeah.
our toys,
Yeah. That is accurate. That is accurate. I feel like I had one more question. We were talking about wrestling. Oh, do you still collect wrestling figures like other than the shorter LGN style ones?
Yeah, I collect mainly the WWE, the Ultimate Edition figures. And again, it's just mainline WWF, Attitude Era style, and every now and then if it's on clearance, and then WWE Superstars, which are the 5.5, 5.25 He-Man looking ones.
Yeah.
I just love those, and I know a lot of people. They're like, yeah, whatever. Hey, I like them.
Yeah.
And those are the 2 that I collect, and of course, of all the lines that we have in the room, that's the one line that Marsha doesn't want me to collect is anything wrestling. She keeps saying, "Oh, you don't even like wrestling. You don't watch wrestling. Why are you even getting these figures?" You know why? The Rock is back. You're going to start seeing this wrestling fan come out of nowhere, and you're going to hate it. But there's 2 things. You can't do nothing about it, and you're going to like it.
That's where you should have mic dropped it and like shut your computers.
If I would have did that, it would have broken.
That's
Beastman
true.
would have fell over. See you? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it would have been a mess. Yeah, that's fine.
But thanks
I'm
for
here
having me, man.
Yeah, I support
Yeah.
your wrestling endeavors, so feel free to. She hit the divorce button. There you go.
Did you hate that? It's like automatic. I'm gonna hit it.
Listen. I'm gonna say one thing. Actually, two things. Mega Demon, good to see ya. And Travel and Foodie Warriors, good to see ya. Every spouse will complain when you buy a wrestling belt, whatever WWF, even though it doesn't say it on there, whatever WWF belt you buy, they will all complain. But then when you break that thing out, they always want to try it on, and they love it. So live your truth, JB. Live your truth.
Dude, you're gonna start shilling. You're shilling me to get a belt now.
I got space in here if you need to put an air mattress down.
It's all there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Beastman. You got 2 air mattresses. Me and Beastman.
Yeah. Beastman can sleep with the cats.
No, that's the thing is I get the belt. I'll get out and Beastman will stay. That's probably what'll happen.
That is probably what would happen. Yeah. Yeah. But I appreciate it, man. I appreciate Marsha for letting JB join us today. And she did not kick him out just yet. Just don't collect too many Beastmans. HeyArcher Live every Thursday as my voice breaks, 8:15-ish p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. But every Monday morning, 9 a.m.-ish, we have Nerdy Coffee. 2 different shows, 2 different vibes. Either way, you're stuck with this guy. Oh, you were going to say something there?
No, I'm just trying to get into Instagram.
Oh, there you go. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll figure out the Instagram thing. Here, you know what I'll do? I'm going to do this. Now you're on Instagram. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace.
Apple juice.
We're out of here.
Huh? What? What? Huh? Huh? What? What? Huh? Huh? What? What? Huh? More specifically vodka. More specifically vodka. More specifically vodka. Whiskey. Beer. Tequila. More beer. More vodka. More whiskey. And more beer. Huh? What? What? Huh? Huh? What? What? Huh? More specifically vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Yeah, come on, push a button. Push a goddamn button.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.